That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so we can
It's called a dawah dash.
Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Coward,
Yeah, the one I showed,
sir, you're a coward. You can't even defend your own faith. You can't even defend your own faith. You believe that? You can't even defend your own faith. That's what you call a coward. Coward.
So what happened? Are they starting again? Are they start following you?
Yep.
Oh wow. Unbelievable.
Scared, but he's supposed to be a teacher.
Bro, get alive. Honestly.
No, I'm just showing up Mansur. Scared. He's scared now.
Bro, I didn't say that. You must show me.
Are you here on the park not to talk to people that you should not want to talk to? Do you know me? From what I gather, you came here not to talk to people.
I'm surprised that you don't even understand the dynamics of speaker scores. What Muslims are asking is people, whoever they come in the park, is to act in a civilized manner. What that means is, if you have a conversation, don't interrupt the conversation if they say don't do that. If they request, let me finish. If people say, look, I'm not interested in speaking to you, respect their wishes. Don't invade their privacy, like going into their face and start talking and insulting. Speaker's Corner is supposed to be a place where you can have your democratic right exercising to have a civilized conversation.
But heckling is part of that, you know
I'm
that.
not finished.
But heckling is part of Speaker's Corner.
If you ask me a question,
No, I asked you, do you
if you are
want
going to
people
ask me a
not to talk to
question,
you?
allow me to answer your question. Otherwise, don't ask.
I know you answered the question.
I have not answered
but
your
you
question
also,
yet.
You said
Let
that
me finish.
heckling.
Thank
I know,
you.
because if
So-
I let you go on for an hour and a half.
Then-
I only have
then-
about 20 minutes of footage.
Let your audience know that you are not a very sincere individual.
I'm
Ask a
asking
question,
you,
what to answer.
isn't heckling
So what
part
I'm
of
saying is
Speaker's
this.
Corner?
Heckling is essential part of Speaker's Corner.
and harassment.
There's a difference clearly between harassment and heckling. So heckling does not mean you come here and you start following people when they say no. In a public area, if people say don't follow me and you keep following them, that is harassment. This is what we're asking you not to do. If I want and I wish, I can have a conversation with you. But if for whatever reason I don't need to give you a reason, I say I'm not interested in speaking to you, respect the wishes. If I came to you like I just came, I did not interject, and you said, look, Mansur, this is a conversation, I don't want you involved. And if I then interject and say, no, I want to have a conversation, I'm not respecting your wishes. So that is a toxic kind of behavior we want to get rid of from Speaker's Corner. We want civilized discussions.
So what's the point of disagreement?
So when you ask this, you need to ask those toxic, groomed individuals. They're groomed. Many people have come here and they groomed young people to become very toxic, to have bigotry and hatred. Look at the people going around like Islam is this, your prophet is that, your God is this, wearing placard, insulting, provoking, inciting. This is what we call grooming. They have been groomed. We want people to be critical thinkers.
I agree.
That you start to have discussions with an intellectual manner rather than an emotional response.
100%, I completely agree. Can I ask you then, if I agree with all of that and I think that decorum is important, can I ask you, would you say that that also happens from the Islamist side?
Islamists.
Sorry, from the Muslim
Every
side?
religion or people with no religion, there are bad apples.
Exactly. So we agree.
So we cannot blame a particular ideology just because these people are misbehaving.
So it's not one side against the other then?
It's never the case. It's never the case. What I'm saying is, I tend to have a conversation with people in a way that I think people will understand, and I learn from them and they learn from me, right? This has become very much of a threat to certain people in the Speaker's Corner, the Christian community. Somehow they feel that Christians are becoming Muslims because Muslims are engaging with them. So they always come to heckle and interject you. They're not here to preach Christianity, they're here to disturb your conversation. That is what we're saying. If you want a conversation, go and have your conversation. That's Speaker's Corner for you. I am not interested with you. I'm sure there will be other people who might be interested in you having a conversation with. But I don't speak to people once I've spoken to once. And in fact, prior to speaking to you, there's hardly people who are regular in the park that I've not spoken even at least once, right? Once I've realized that they are really like comedians and clowns, or even just trying to have a, but I don't continue discussion with them because that's
It's not easy to say. I didn't come here to argue or debate the same things I've debated 10,000 times. It's not easy to say I don't want to debate the same thing over and over and over and over.
Yeah. So that's the point. I mean,
I got a question for you.
If someone's following you around and
I don't really want to. No. So you can stay.
if you don't want to be in the camera, right?
No, as long as you don't put it on the internet.
No, you have to. He doesn't want to.
okay.